people from Iowa and Montreal?
No, I've only met one other person from Iowa and Montreal, and she was a little bit older. She's a professor now in some university in upstate New York. The cool thing about growing up there, kind of before the internet, like I loved the fact that you had to get music or know about music, you had to, it was like through this connectivity of social networks, like real social networks, where it was like somebody would have this great mixtape, and like mixtapes would be taped and taped and taped and distributed among friends, and then you'd find these artists, you know, from these mixtapes, and then you'd be like, oh god, this is the best thing I've ever heard, and then you'd go out and try to find it, and it was like, turned everything into a great adventure.
If you want to show us just what's up on the walls. And
I found this little picture of like a shipwreck, and it's totally changed so much. Like it was a totally different painting when it started, but like I just started with that little image of a shipwreck and then like built a whole little universe around it. Like in this one, totally just started with the bird, and then it became Jesus in the mouth of a cloud shitting confetti onto the head of Jonathan Living Seagull eventually, but I didn't know that when I started it. And the neat thing about this is that it's been kind of like a psychological journey too. It's kind of been like therapy a little bit, I have to say. Everything's been about water. A lot of like, it's really, most things have like water in them, and like of like this feeling of like being like half immersed in like this one of this, you know, this like strange feelings of lack of control and kind of like the beauty and terror of the ocean and things that are larger than you, yet still like kind of stepping into them. I've carried his image around for years. I know it says Photomatic, made in USA, New York City, but no date, no place taken. I mean, I really have no idea, but he's just such a beautiful, just like he's just so evocative, this sort of like strange romantic projection, and I just like, yeah, I have these notebooks full of letters to him.
That's really healthy that you had a real person, but from another time.
Yeah.
That, you know, that you could stalk.
Yeah. Well, yeah, pretty much.
Who are the other characters that you're painting over?
To be honest, like I've just done a lot to try to salvage this as a painting. And I don't really know what I'm doing with this. I'm just trying to, you know, if there's anything to be salvaged in these works, then I'll figure it out. I think they'll become themselves by being destroyed. Sometimes I just want to have this like things floating without very much context. Once when you